Hey YouTube! In today's video, I am going to be unboxing a very exciting package of makeup. And as I'm sure you can tell by the title, the reason it is exciting is because this is Yuri on Ice themed makeup. So this is by an indie company called Shiro Cosmetics, and they are based in the US. I think they're quite popular actually because they have a huge backlog of orders, so it took a fair while for this to be completed and shipped out to me, but it arrived pretty soon after they sent it and I didn't get any customs charges, so that's a good thing. So they have a whole host of fandom themed makeup collections on their site. So they have like the Hunger Games and Game of Thrones and Yuri on Ice and all sorts of popular stuff. So I picked up for myself a couple of the Yuri on Ice eyeshadows, and then I got to browsing the site and may have picked up a few more non-Yuri on Ice things as well, which I will still show you. Okay, so without any further ado, let's unbox this. I always think I must have such strong willpower to never open these before I actually film these unboxings. So I know this isn't like part of the unboxing, but they sent me some Skittles, and I think this is like a chewy sweet stick, but it's blue, and obviously that's like the best colour, so thank you Shiro Cosmetics for my free sweets. Oh, this is helpful. I have my receipt here so I can see the full amount I paid for all of these items. So these come quite cutely packaged in a little brown paper bag. The logo of the company on them, that's their logo, and I think it is cool as hell, because who doesn't love dragons? Also, throughout this video, please ignore this plaster on my finger. I gave myself a really awful paper cut the other day. So I picked up 3 of the Yuri on Ice eyeshadows, and they were Born to Make History, which is this one. Ignore all the eyeshadow on my hand. And this one comes with a really cute lid design of Yuri Plisetsky. And I'll have all the colours up on the screen somewhere so that I don't spill them. I also picked up On Love Agape, which is this super pale cute pink colour, and then On Love Eros, which is this super dark burgundy red type colour. And the reason that this one has a sticker on the front and these two don't is because this is the full size jar and these two are like mini jars. I also got a few other non-Yuri on Ice things as well. This one, which is called Alkahestry. This dark purple, which is called Bruise. This super beautiful and unique colour called Lingered in Twilight. And then I also picked up a nail polish, and this is called Heart of the Mountain. So this is Heart of the Mountain, and it's sort of like a pinky silver holographic nail polish, I guess. I think they've also sent like testers, so I don't know what these are. So the full size jars, which were Born to Make History, Alkahestry, Bruise and Lingered in Twilight, were all $6.50 each, and then the mini jars, which were Eros and Agape, were $3.75, that's in dollars as well. And then the nail polish Heart of the Mountain was $10.50. So I'm going to check out what's in this little freebie bag. It comes with their card, which for those interested you can pause the video and take that down. Oh, and they gave me 2 more Yuri on Ice themed samples, which very nice, thank you Shiro Cosmetics. These samples we got are wonderfully named Champagne Fueled Dance Off, which is obviously this very champagne colour, and this one called Good Looking Foreigner, which is a very silvery green colour. So I have a lot to show you. So I'm going to start swatching with the Yuri on Ice colours, and then any of the non-Yuri on Ice stuff will be at the end. So I'm going to start with this green shade called Born to Make History, and I'm just going to be swatching with my fingers straight onto my skin. And something to note as well, all these come with a little peel off tab, which protects all this makeup from falling out. So this first colour here is Born to Make History, and it's a beautiful bluish green colour, and so I hope you can see that they're shiny and glittery as I move my hand back and forth. You might also be able to see it pretty well on my pinky finger. So the next shade I'm swatching there, which might be a little bit hard to see on me because it's quite close to my skin tone apparently, is Agape, and it is a very pale baby pink colour, and you can see it better in the light there. It's very shiny and sparkly. The next one I'm going to do is Eros. So this one is a little more matte than the others, but still slightly shiny metallic looking. This is a beautiful dark burgundy colour, and you can see all the red undertones in there. This one is Good Looking Foreigner, and I kind of regret not buying this shade actually. It's a beautiful silvery green colour. It has almost a little bit of iridescence in it, and it kind of reminds me of pigeons, you know, like pigeon feathers, which I love because pigeons are great. And then this last shade on my wrist, which might be a little bit hard to see again, is Champagne Fueled Dance Off, and this is a beautiful sparkly champagne colour. I love the glitter in there, and I kind of wish I had this one in a full size as well. So these are all the Yuri on Ice themed ones that I got, and I'm definitely thinking of doing some sort of eyeshadow with them at the end. Obviously some of these paler colours would probably pop a lot more if you weren't quite as pale as I am, because sometimes they just tend to blend into me, but I think on the eyes, when you have other shades around them to sort of give them a bit more definition, I think they will definitely look great. They're pretty pigmented. Even some of the pale colours like Good Looking Foreigner, they're still very pigmented. Okay, so moving on to the non-Yuri on Ice themed cosmetics. I'm going to swatch those on my wrist just so I don't confuse anyone. So the first one I want to swatch, which I'm really excited about, is Alkahestry. I saw this and I was there just to buy Yuri on Ice things, but then I saw it and I was like, I had to have it because it's all magical and purple and glittery and blue and it's very me. It's a very me type colour. It's beautiful and magical, and it reminds me of Dragon Age Origins, and I've somehow managed to create this really cool magic looking spiral in the lid. So here is Alkahestry, and I'm sorry it's in an awkward place on my wrist, and I'm sorry that you can see all my veins. Side effect of being pale. This is like a beautiful purple colour. It's so incredibly shiny and glittery. The next one I'm going to swatch is called Bruise, and this is the only colour in here that is non-vegan. So the rest of them I believe are all vegan, but this one, Bruise, is not. So this one here is Bruise, and sorry my swatching is going a little bit wonky. And so the last colour I have to swatch is this Lingered in Twilight, and this has Thranduil on his little throne, and I love the lights on it. I really like these little character artworks and fandom artworks. They're very cute and unique. So this is like a beautiful dark green, almost black, and it has such pretty vibrant green glitter in it. So that was the last eyeshadow I had to swatch. I'm absolutely in love with Alkahestry. I think that's probably my favourite, just because it's kind of like the Lime Chrome Lip Topper Trip that I swatched in one of my last videos, but as an eyeshadow. It's a beautiful purple base. I love that it's so glittery, and yeah, I think that one's my favourite. But I think of the Yuri on Ice shades, I absolutely adore Agape. I think it's so pretty. I am really excited to be using History Maker. I think I'm going to be using that in a few cosplay looks soon, and I always desperately look for dark reds and burgundy eyeshadows because you don't tend to find a lot of them, and so I'm very excited about Eros because I do a lot of dark red makeup looks. So I think all of these are very pigmented. The colours are beautiful in all of them. None of them seem patchy, and none of the products are like half filled or broken or anything like that. All of the cases open and close just fine, and the character artwork on them is very cute, so I honestly can't really think of anything bad to say about them. Any of that spillage that I had in the envelope right at the start wasn't from the product inside the tubs because they were all sealed. None of the product was actually any of what I had paid for inside the tub. I think it was just excess on the outside. So yeah, to say these came all the way from America and they're in perfect condition, I'm pretty impressed. I live in the UK, by the way, in case you couldn't tell and were wondering how far they had to travel to get to me. I'm gonna put this on my nails, my really gross nails which have been dyed blue by my hair. So here's what it looks like. Nice short brush. So there it is on my thumb, still very wet. You can see there the colour in the light. It's nice and pale, it's quite subtle, and you can see all of the, I think, holographic. It looks holographic in the tube. Yeah, I can definitely see a rainbow. It's holographic. I'm gonna paint the rest of my nails with these. That was only one coat, by the way. Yeah, it's a beautiful shade. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, probably not. But you saw it in the bottle, and just take my word for it, it's gold when the light hits it, but then like a super pale baby pink out of the direct light. And then it does have a very subtle hollow in there. Okay, so I'm probably going to be really bad and use the camera as a mirror, and I'm going to put on some eyeshadow. So I don't have any sort of eye base or eye primer on at the moment. Just for reference, I'm sure these will always show up better with a base, but I don't have one on. So this is what I ended up playing about with. I was originally just gonna go for like that cute baby pink agape, but you know, the gothy side of needing big dark eyes ended up kind of taking over, and then I couldn't resist putting some of Alka-History on as well. I kind of wish I could put them all on there. Yeah, I think the next look I might try, which you'll probably see in one of my other videos if you watch those, I'm probably going to do something with History Maker and Lingered in Twilight, because I think they would complement each other very well. But yeah, I feel like, sorry if I'm looking in the viewfinder, but I feel like they went on pretty easy. They were very smooth, nice and easy to blend, and they pack a lot of pigment, so I'm very pleased with them. So something to remember is that because these guys are an indie brand of makeup, they do end up selling out of a lot of things, and it does take a little bit longer to get your order to you because they're obviously not a company, they're like a small indie company. If you can be patient and if you're okay with paying a little bit more for the fact that you're getting some very unique and I think very good quality products, then I definitely recommend them. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this little haul swatch review sort of thing. Do look out for me wearing these eyeshadows in various videos from now on. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section down below. Subscribe to see more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!